grey rocking. Now, this is something that a lot of you probably will know about, but there are some who probably don't. And I feel when I was looking for help with my situation, I was desperate for somebody to just give me an example. Like, how do you do it? There's lots of times where I thought to myself, how do you do? What should I say? Give me an example of it. And I get people don't want to do it because every situation is different and it might not work for you. And it might not apply to your situation. But I'm going to give you an example of what it was like for me. So as I've expressed in a previous video, I have a very toxic, narcissistic mother who is an absolute master at deflection, twisting, blame shifting, gaslighting, all of the things that you would expect from a toxic person. And the only thing that worked for me in the end, aside from the fact that I knew I was getting away because I was going off to university, which gave me a sort of talisman to fall back on, and it kind of made me feel protected in a way because I thought you're getting away from it. And something about knowing you're getting away from it gives you that last bit of strength you need to get through. But the other thing that really helped me was grey rocking. Now, grey rocking, my interpretation is you just become very dull and boring to them. As boring and as dull as a grey rock on the ground. Although I appreciate some people do enjoy grey rocks on the ground, and that's great because we need those types of people. Help us understand where we come from, the world and all of that, and I love that, so not knocking grey rocks really. But every time she would try and bait me, or she'd be doing one of her passive-aggressive behaviours, sitting there going, or she'd be, trying to get my attention in some awful way, I would just, everything that she said to me, my response would be completely boring, non-committal, like nothing more than a grunt sometimes. Just, not sure. Or what are you doing today? And the really nasty, aggressive sort of like, what, are you just going to sit there? And I was like, the weather's really bad, isn't it? Oh well. And I'll just take myself off and leave, just go to my room or go out for a walk. Or just do anything other than sit there with her, listening to that. Or, if she was trying to then engage you in conversation because she felt maybe a bit guilty sometimes. I'm not sure she felt guilt, but I think she knew sometimes that she'd pushed it too far and I wasn't going to talk to her and I didn't want to have anything to do with her at that point in time. And she'd try and engage me in conversation about my day, I'd be like, it's alright. It's okay. I just didn't give her anything. I gave her nothing to latch onto. No good stuff, no bad stuff. Or nothing in between. And it may feel uncomfortable to start with, because it did, because I was really scared that it was actually going to make her explode more. But fortunately it didn't. And she just, I think she in the end just thought, you're no fun to tease and bully and push at right now. So, yeah, that's kind of my thought on grey rocking. Let me know your experiences with it, because I think other people struggle with it sometimes. They're not quite sure what it means, how it works. So let me know in the comments. What do you think? How did it work for you? How didn't it work for you? There you go. So, look after yourselves. Keep talking.